few days before the tournament itself, so not a lot of time for players to acclimate themselves, which I think, you know, players maybe not so happy about that, but I think everybody else, myself included, ecstatic about what we're going to see.
And most of the feedback we've heard from players is that it doesn't feel like, okay, this is just going to be a death ball, right? Where people just pick heroes and push towers and win in 15. The games that we've seen being stomped has mainly been off of dominant laning phases, and a lot of that is just down to draft and individual outplays more so than the game itself.
Yep, I would agree. As we see a glimpse here in the top lane, Baboka.
Damn, he's
taken out.
Actually,
first blood.
Yes, Styx and Fairy.
He's going to attempt to run away. Mickey extremely slow. This is something we have yet to talk about. He's going to pop the Fairy Fire, get to the high ground where the Watcher is there. Which we'll talk about that as well. There's so many new things to talk about. He's actually going to steal the Bounty Rune, and he's continuing his trek as the Thunderstrike applies.
He's going to live here.
He's very annoying to try to take out. Might just deny himself to the creeps, or maybe he gets a courier on the way.
Okay, he's going to make...
Okay, one courier. Glimpse back. Little bit of damage done. They actually nerfed that in the last patch as well, so... And he's just going to walk away. How annoying is this bug?
Right. No, minute 1, minute 5, minute 7... No, 7 does as well. Oh, wait, hang on.
Yeah, we got a little bit of action. Got the... Sumail actually gets brought back. He's going to get Boundless struck as Boxy actually gets the first blood in a different lane. Nisha has the Jingu stacks up. Looks like he's going to get right-clicked down, and Sumail is actually living through this. Insania has to attempt to get out of dodge. Gets out another Thunderstrike. Insania will be able to take out Sumail first. No.
Is very dangerous. And they do manage to handle that just fine. Boxy exploring the Roche pit. He's not home.
Just making sure Roche isn't there. Just wants to report all the bugs to Valve and whatnot. Taking all the battery assault damage, but actually runs out just as a Spike Carapace comes up. So now it's a right-click battle between Siamese Cat and Boxy, but the Impale is there. Pops the wand. Support battle to the end. And remember, the gates were just changed today, so it takes longer to actually channel as somebody comes through. It's Mickey with the Void, and they end up getting themselves a kill as a result. And now the chase on to Monet, who already has 4 stacks of Sticky Napalm. And he's not level 6, so no Sunder to come, and that is a death of Monet. But how do you think this... I mean, we've seen some changes in the side lanes in terms of like what type of heroes. Actually, let's hold that thought because it is the 7-minute point.
7-minute alert.
Wisdom Rune is about to spawn. Baboka looks to ensure it for himself, and Sani has his glimpse to try to potentially grab it himself. Let's see, he's going to get decrept. There's the glimpse, but it's not in time. It looks like Boxy gets the other one, so it's a trade from each side. Looking for the courier on the other side of the map, but Siamese Cat will pay the ultimate price. Looks like they have their sights set on the top side of the map. As XXS is farming away. Has his Vanguard.
This one breaks
relatively tanky. Boundless Strike is there. Impale to follow. Inside that Wukong's command, trying to block him. But XXX is pretty tanky. TP's coming in. Monet pops his Metamorphosis, and now they're just chasing the rest of Liquid away. Primal Roar into Nyx. That's a quick, easy pickup for Aster. And now the focus is on Nisha. Trying to dodge a little bit of damage with that Mischief. Able to find his way out of here. A big nuke there from Baboka on the creeps. Very important. As this is kind of separated a bit.
Is getting really nasty in fights like this, but nighttime does end for Mickey now.
That's true. And here comes the Rocket Flare with that extra slow on top of it, and Mickey is donezo. So sticking around a little bit too long.
Yep, that was a Beastmaster 10-minute Crimson Guard. And he popped that, and nobody did damage to him anymore. All of the attacks did 0.
Yeah.
So...
that change is... I mean, this item was kind of forgotten, other than in certain lineups where you're going against a lot of small attacks from like creeps or whatever. The fact that it's tied to your strength game now is huge.
So good.
Zai gonna get spotted. Electric Vortex is there. XXS with the axes, and they're gonna use the lasso. Zai does just to try to get away. Sumail looks to be fine, so it's kind of broken up.
So there's multiple things. Okay, we might not have time for that just yet. They still want to fight Nisha.
Yeah, Nisha, he's gonna get caught off. Doesn't have his Jingu stacks up. He's just dead. Very simple kill here from Aster as Boxy gets stuck inside the cogs, and Zai's getting chased down by the rest of Aster who've come with numbers. Getting slowed perpetually as Boxy looks to be the easy pickup. Zai does get away.
The barrier, right?
Which one? Crimson?
Crimson is not a barrier.
Is it not? You see some action next to the Lotuses. Siamese Cat has his battery assault, but this will likely lead to a kill unless the rest of Aster want to actually fight. And there's a TP coming in inside the cogs, but that will be a free clockwork kill. But here comes Sumail with the electric vortex, focusing on the Boxy, but he's going to get glimpsed. So they had the damage potentially kill him, but the rest of Aster have shown up.
I think that was a good
Boxy
glimpse.
on the run.
I actually don't think they could have killed him there, and they're going to mitigate their losses. They'll lose Boxy here probably. Yep. Eventually.
It'll take a bit, but... And Nyx was... Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so...
Sumail, though, glimpse. Is that enough for the kill? It is.
Yeah.
The strength is based off of him for all his allies,
I believe so. Yeah.
It's not based on theirs. As Monet gets stuck. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's his.
This will be a very big kill. It does have Sunder, but he's going to get lassoed. Do they have enough damage? No, the Sunder comes out onto a teammate.
Oh,
and the pick pull activated. Still the Firefly, though, for Zai. They're going to be able to see him. They spot him, and there's the Electric Vortex stun. So Zai picked off, and Monet, again, will live. Sumail completely out of mana, but they do find the kill in the end.
So tanky with the Crimson Guard bat.
Monet's only... The fact that he's only died once on this TB this game is...
Yeah. I think heroes that want to buy Echo Saber anyway, it's just a feels-good upgrade, right?
Shot,
like
Nisha, he's in a bit of trouble, but Insania is there with the Static Storm. They're using it as a getaway.
And they're
off a glimpse as well.
All right.
So it looks like that's thwarted. Although Insania might be the yeah, they should be able to get it. Although Nisha wants to
actually, good
show his presence. Yeah, they're going to have to give it up. But still, that was 4 or 5 heroes.
Even spread. But they're definitely on the receiving end right now and in some serious trouble now. Zai is going to get spotted here by XXS.
Yep.
The Roar.
Roar is there, but no follow-up yet. There it is, the hook shot into the Sumail initiation.
Full chain stun. Couldn't use the Crimson.
Yes, they do smoke up, and they're going to try to backstab. This is a scary proposition. Mickey pops the ult, going for Baboka, gets the silence off. Ups a newly picked up BKB as well, but he's getting safe for the time being. Roar comes out, ults the Monkey King in place. Finally, they get the pug, but here's initiation from Siamese Cat, a beautiful hook shot, forcing 3 heroes from Liquid away. Still, the Wukong command lives on as Monet. Look at off the Sunder, though. Sumail basically out of mana, but Nisha is completely outnumbered. So it's a 3-for-2 in favor of Aster, still maintaining that Aegis, and we'll see if they go for the Tormentor now.
Did you see how long he survived on the Pug Knight? Just immediately gets Crimson Guarded, and Night Stalker was hitting him for no damage.
Sumail does not want to die, although Boxy wants to go in, and actually he gets it!
High amount of flat damage coming in. Sumail
trying to get some revenge. Zai is a very big kill. Keeping him down in net worth, although he is still top of his team, but still 4th. If you count
themselves at this point, by the way. 8K, 22 minutes in.
Yep, not too shabby.
Spotted.
Boxy, he gets initiated on, and he's dead. It'll take some time, but they'll get him. They'll get the tier 2 tower.
They're just going to go high ground now?
Well, Aegis is down in 30 seconds, so Sumail can kind of burn a bit of HP. Does have to be careful with the lasso, of course. Don't want to get brought back into the enemy lines. You see the Crimson going to work. That was picked up by Zai, who... I mean, Batrider's a universal hero now, right? So, Crimson, if you're building strength-related stuff, is pretty decent. Sumail, he's going to find Mickey, though. This will be a huge kill. He pops his BKB. Tempting to get out of dodge. He's going to get right-click down. That's a very easy kill for Sumail. Surprisingly easy. And Baboka, he's on the high ground. So that's the sacrifice. The BKB changes. We have a hook shot, so we have to hold that horse again. Insania looks to be donezo. How often do you think, like with the new changes, are there games where you just don't go BKB that you would have before? As Zai, his TP gets canceled, he gets brought down. Boxy shows himself trying to save his teammate, although Nisha's in the vicinity as well, so he gets off the balance strike. Remember, Sumail does not have the Aegis, but he's still going to get the kill. He's going to get glimmered, and now Nisha has to be a bit careful, although the Night Stalker has come to finally finish off Sumail. The unstoppable streak has finally been ended. But the rest of Aster are going high ground. That's what they care about. Meta. That's going to be a mid lane for Aster.
Yep, there's quite
shows up.
Lotus grab.
They spot Boxy. There's the hook shot. And we can just assume that this will be yet another kill going for Aster. Nisha, okay. Sumail gets lassoed. He's all alone right now. Just had enough mana to get out, but gets glimpsed back to where he came from. There's the Static Storm on top. Monet pops the BKB inside, though. Nice Thunder onto Sumail. Beautifully done. He's going to live as a result, but there's the Roar. It looks like Aster actually want to get out, and here comes a crippling fear from Mickey. He's trying to right-click down Sumail, so despite the Sunder will actually drop. Now XXS is going to get spotted. despite the glimmer. And Liquid doing a really good job of cleaning up these heroes left, right, and center. They get basically everybody outside of the Terror Blade.
That's amazing. Liquid. Wonder who they really want if they have like free choice who the best jump is. I think maybe just killing Pugna would be really nice.
Spotted Nisha, he gets cut down and brought down. Punished hard.
Oh, they were so ready for that. Very quick hook shot there.
Did expend a BKB on Monet.
Yeah, they thought that was going to turn into a bigger engagement.
Oh, they might find Instania. He does have Glimpse, uses it, but dies. So 2 quick kills here for Aster as Roche is spawned. And they've spotted him as Zai already used the Firefly. Zip in from Sumail, still has some mana to speak of. You can see Electric Vortex. This is the one here they do have to worry about in terms of taking Roche to try and steal the Aegis. So another great pickoff for Aster, which should lead to the free Roche.
Have a lot and you give it to the cheese man, maybe he will give you a cool cheese.
Boxy, he's spotted. Hook shot connects. And
nice
Nisha might have to just leave his support be. 70 seconds of no Nyx Assassin now. I was wondering if we're going to see Phylactery on Nyx. It's actually pretty good. But in a game like this where you're not really getting pickoffs as Nyx,
oh boy,
this could be an even bigger pickoff. Mickey, BKB, but the roar still goes through. That should be the death of him, and even if he has buyback, which he doesn't.
This is minimum 1 lane of rack.
Yeah.
They have nothing to fight this Terrorblade. Did we even talk about his Diffusal? Which is, you know, a very uncharacteristic item for this hero in the previous patch.
So he's going that new item.
Monet went Diffusal as his first item, I think. Together with the Dragon Lance.
Yeah.
So, taking a different approach here. He's looking to finish off the Disperser, which I...
Talk to me about this, because when we read it initially...
I'm not fully sold on this item being particularly good right now. Yeah. It's nice that you can burst a move speed to your ally or yourself and Dispel.
But the offensive standpoint, as far as we know, doesn't actually upgrade, right?
As far as I know, it's the same as diffusing an enemy. Maybe it's more intense in the slow or whatever, but I guess at this point you look at his inventory, it's like it feels good to upgrade your diffusal slot, right? But you can tell that he still prioritized Manta over getting Disperser.
Yeah.
So.
Sumail. Oh, Nisha is going to get Crimson guarded. So 2 racks down, looking for Megas, but here's the initiation from Zai, trying to focus down Monet. He's already at half HP. Can he get off the Sunder in time? Looking for a target, trying to right-click away. There he finally uses it onto Mickey on the outskirts of the Wukong's command. That is a dead Night Stalker. Does have buyback, though, as the Aegis has been consumed. So Sumail back to full HP, full mana, looking for Zai. They spot him with the Sentry. He's brought down. So 2 dead for Liquid as the buyback comes through for Mickey, but he's going to get roared just as he buys back. That is now a dieback. Pops the BKB, but it's all for naught. And Nisha's next. That should be it. GG's called. Aster run away with game number 1.
All right, 30-minute win. See the fist bump there between Sumail and Baboka. They're very much... Even in the infamous rubber band patch, if teams played well from ahead, this would still be a very meaningful.
Oh, Sumail used and will die. After another Yules will die. And there's the smoke from Liquid. 5v3 advantage.
Straight up top.
Yeah, looking to high ground. We can see that Roche will be spawning in the next minute. So Aster will have a chance to try and contest. Another hero we didn't talk about too much was Techies and what was changed with him, other than being universal. But that Aghanim Scepter is something. I don't know if it's good, but it's something.
Yep.
See Boundless Strike connect onto 2. Crimson Guard has already been used. Remember, it only lasts for 8 seconds as Monet is already ruptured. Gets harpooned back in. Pops the BKB. Gets the ult off as well. Trying to bash the old Monkey King. It's a 1v1 battle with the rest of Liquid looking on. And it looks like that's going to be enough.
Man, what the hell?
Yeah, if Troll Warlord loses a fight like that, that might just be GG. I do believe.
I mean, he was in the Monkey King ult, right? And Mickey has 1 billion armor, and he's way ahead on net worth.
Yeah, that was a rough one. Blood Right's there. Hits 2, Balance Strike to follow. Astral Step now. Trying to take out this tanky Alchemist, and it looks like they'll be able to not do that. Almost pulled the Cinder in there, of course. Baboka jumps in, swiftly dies, and now Sumail. Okay, that's going to be it. GG. 25k lead at the end for Liquid. And the reason I asked you is because I'm not sure I mean, obviously, like the games are going to be stompy in a lot of these games because people don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, we don't even know what the hell we're talking about half the time. So it makes perfect sense. But I do wonder if the comeback potential is similar to last patch.